Yo, welcome back to another
That
episode
was funny.
of the Brothers Podcast. This is Nico.
And this is Abdalla.
What's going on, man? There's a lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit going
A
on.
lot of shit going on, man. What we got,
What's
man?
up? How you
What we
doing?
got? I'm doing pretty good. I'm
You
doing
always
pretty
got
good.
rushing the topics. Like, damn, have a conversation. Have a
I'm
regular
conversation. Oh, how you
As soon as
doing?
you
How
meet
you,
up, bro.
how you
Yeah,
doing?
this Nico, this Abdalla.
Oh, you know what
yeah,
it is?
man. You're last week, man. Shooting, man.
Nah, you know what it is? Cause I be waiting to like get into shit, and this is like the one time that I really like
can.
get to like talk my shit.
You gonna get to talk your shit.
Yeah,
We ain't got no guests.
right.
We ain't got the studio.
Yo, hurry up, man. We
Sky's
got
the limit.
other people to
Right.
come record,
Yo,
man.
come on, rate up, nigga. We recording.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
But
It was
Yeah.
good though. It was cool. Work is cool. It's
is it still good? Like
last
so
couple
far,
days, man.
so
Nah,
far at
it's
the new
still
spot.
good. I mean, it's still like it's still sales, and you're
Okay.
dealing with people
Yeah.
that's entitled. People walk in the store, and I work at T-Mobile. I'll just say I ain't gonna say where, but I work at T-Mobile, right? Temporarily.
King's Plaza.
Temporarily, right? And you just run into people that just, for the most part, people cool. But like you
Yeah.
run into them folks that be like, yo, I've been here, I've been a customer for like 5 years. Y'all don't got free phones? Like just for being there. Yo, you know how bad we want to say, well, you know, I'm living in my apartment for like 9 years now.
Yeah,
we
you-
ain't never get a free
You
month
had
for
fucking
rent.
Optimum cable for
Right.
like 15 years. Them niggas still be like, give me my
Give me
$100
every fucking month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get them folks. We get folks that come in, you know, homeless people that come in and use the
Homeless?
iPad and shit. Yeah, they just come
To
use the
do what?
iPad.
For what?
Just watch, no lie. Homeless people,
what?
even when I worked at Sprint,
Tutorial videos?
they always watch old school rap videos. Like old Fabulous, old Mace,
Oh, okay.
like A. Marie. They
Wait, homeless
always
people?
watch, yeah, because I don't think like they hip like the new.
They don't know any new
they-
music.
Yeah, they don't know new shit because they ain't got no fucking phone. Or they
You
know
heard
it's
that new
like-
song, man?
Like, nigga be in jail for like 15 years, come out and he's
It's called
still
Locked
like,
Up
Yo, you have
By
sidekicks too?
Akon.
Right,
Like, what? That's nigga, I was in 5th grade when that came
right,
out.
exactly. But it's this
That's
one
crazy.
guy,
Homeless people coming
Yeah,
to
bro.
use the iPad.
and we can't really kick them
I
out.
wouldn't kick them out. I was just surprised. Like,
I mean, if
of
they
all things, you want to use
if
the
they
iPad?
smell and like they stand in front of the phones and we trying to demonstrate the real colors,
Yeah,
of
that's
buying
different.
shit, it's
That's
like, all right,
different,
you
No, if you smell, period, get out.
You intruding our shit. It's his one guy. He comes with 2 buckets. He comes like almost every day. We've called the police on him like 3 times already, like to escort him out because like he'll be on the iPad,
Mm.
and we'll be like, all right, bro, you got you can't really be using like for personal like uses. You know, you got a couple minutes, and he'll just jib jab some shit, and then when we tell him to get off, he'll be like, nah, I'm not getting off type shit. Like,
What is
like,
he?
He's black.
How
He be
old
on
is
his
he?
bully. He look like he in his 40s, 50s. Probably like
What's in the
probably
buckets?
like 40s.
What's in the buckets?
I don't know.
It's
I don't
closed?
want to find out. It's closed. It's just
Oh
buckets.
shit! You
Might
better be
have the
careful.
hammer. Might have a bomb. Who knows?
Well,
So-
black people don't do that.
Well, that's true. Probably got fried chicken.
If
in
y'all
there.
worked at Popeyes, okay, yeah.
He probably got fried chicken in there or some shit. But now we called. Well, I wasn't here one time. They called the police and they about to tase him. They had like the red laser on him and shit. And he was like, "All right, I'm gonna dip out of here." All right, like that meme. All right, I'm gonna go now. All right, I'm gonna go.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
Man.
But for the most part, then my regular week, I linked up with Cass. We seen Lion King. She seen it for the
Again?
first time. I seen it again.
This is like your third or fourth time.
Nah, it's my second time.
You lying?
It's my
I
second
don't
time.
believe you.
It's my second time. I enjoyed it.
She enjoyed it.
She enjoyed it. Yeah. We was in there. I had to tell her like shh, like she kept on talking. I'm like, I don't want to be rude because the guy right in front of us. I didn't want to
Yeah.
be rude. It's only like 6 of us in the movie theater.
Yeah, because that shit is whack.
Shut your fucking mouth, man. Don't you? Yo, come
Nah,
on,
I'm
my
surprised
nigga.
that they still got it in theaters though.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the number 1 grossing movie of all time right now. But nah, it was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen her in man long and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Moise. I know you working doing overnight and shit, man, but we gotta link up.
Yeah.
Make
I
sure
told
you
him,
alright,
yeah.
man.
He's off on Saturdays, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna be one of the links too. By the way, it was pushed to the 24th. That's why I forgot. No, not the 24th.
Okay.
The
Oh, yeah,
20. It's in the 20s. The 22nd because my birthday is that Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, your birthday is the 20. What again? The
25.
25th.
Mhm.
Yeah, 25th. Yeah.
Because you Dominican.
25th, yeah.
Touch your Spanish.
Yeah. But how you been, man?
I mean, good. Very relaxing. Not working right now. Drugs slowed up.
Yeah, facts.
Single.
I was just about to say that.
So I've been reading a lot, like all the research, like niggas be like, Abdalla, yeah, 1980. Like niggas don't want to talk to me right now.
Right.
So no, let's avoid Abdalla. This nigga gonna give us a whole lecture. All I wanted to get is some fucking water and shit. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, very relaxing.
Single shit. You back on your bullet? Like you officially back? Cause
No, I'm not back yet. Not yet.
not yet. You sure? Cause you've been. I don't want to blow your spot up.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Nah, that's what's up, though. That's what's up. But let's get to some shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
What you want to get into first?
I want to get into the Bahamas hurricane. First,
yeah.
first before we go into that, I want to say rest in peace and my condolences to folks who lost their life in 9/11. Today is 9/11.
Yeah.
This episode will be released
first and
tomorrow
foremost,
on the 12th, but today is 9/11.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I agree.
Rest
I
in
second
peace to the
that.
folks that were sacrificed.
Yeah.
That's not a story. I don't
rest
really
in
want to
peace
dive
to all
into that
the
too much.
the soldiers
Right.
who falsely joined, these armed forces, went over to Iraq, Iran,
Right.
and risked their lives, their freedom, and just because of a false flag, so that America can invade Afghanistan
Right.
and take opium.
Yeah. And also, rest in
And
peace
oil.
and my condolences to everyone that caught cancer from the side effects of all
That
that,
too.
smoke.
All the victims, all the
Real talk.
innocent
That was
victims.
directly affected and indirectly affected.
Yeah.
That's a big
Yeah,
deal.
Yeah.
But
no rest in peace to George Bush Sr.
that's a fact. Nah,
no
fuck that
rest
nigga. Burn
in
in hell.
peace to Barbara Bush.
Nah, burn in hell.
And no rest in peace to none of them.
Nah,
That,
burn in hell.
Anybody that dealt with the
Hope the devil was lynching y'all
the
niggas
collusion of planning 9/11.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
George
Hope you
Bush Jr., all them niggas.
burn in hell.
Yep. Facts.
But yeah.
But yo,
Bahamas.
this Hurricane Dorian, man, this is worse than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I didn't
It's-
know it was gonna be
It's
this
bad. Like that video you posted really like touched me.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
damn.
felt like emotions like to cry and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't cry. I be wanting to cry sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll be like, cry,
Yeah.
cry. My cells be like, what, nigga?
We ain't pussy,
Nigga,
nigga.
we whore, nigga. We whore, nigga.
We ain't pussy, nigga. But nah, yeah.
But,
That shit is crazy, man. That video when she was to be honest, I haven't seen much coverage on it. I don't know if it's because I don't watch the news, but I feel there should be more coverage on social media.
way more coverage.
Yeah, way more coverage. Because the way she described it, she said every single building she crossed
flat
is
line.
flat. Could you imagine that shit?
You don't know where Thomas Jefferson was. You don't know where this was. You don't know where the deli was. Nothing.
Could you imagine that shit? Like, how do you rebuild? Like, how do you rebuild houses with materials? Like,
I mean, you can.
I know, but like the construction businesses that would rebuild it, they buildings are crushed.
Well, this is where
You know what I'm saying? So like, who the fuck is going to get the materials?
this is where I wanted to get into
That's how I'm
some
looking at
shit because I don't think this is a natural hurricane.
It don't.
She
seem-
said it herself.
Yeah.
I've been through
It seemed
category
kinda-
5 hurricanes
in Miami.
before,
Yeah.
and I never seen this.
Yeah.
The dude in the back, he was like, there were multiple tornadoes active during this so-called hurricane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I looked into it. Hurricane Dorian was stalled. It was at a
It was
standstill,
moving like 1 mile per hour.
approaching
Yeah.
the Bahamas. When the eye of the hurricane the hurricane got to Bahamas, it stalled for about 40 hours. Meteorologists
Straight. That's horrible.
Meteorologists said this isn't normal. Hurricanes would stall for about 2 to 4 hours.
Right.
40 hours, that's damn near 2 days. No wonder the destruction is this, bad. They said this shit is not normal.
Yeah.
When it got to Bahamas, it was like you said, 1 mile per hour, whatever, approaching, and after it left. When it was in Bahamas, wind speed got to 165 miles per hour.
That's crazy.
That shit is not normal.
That shit is crazy.
If you were approaching, it should have been like, okay, 50 miles out, 1 mile an hour. 40 miles out, 1.5 mile an hour. You should see that gradual build up.
Yeah.
By the time it get here.
Right.
It's no way you you come approaching at 1 mile an hour,
right.
even 2 miles an hour. Then you get here and it gets to 165. I looked up the average wind speed of hurricanes. It said it was less than 100 miles an hour. Average wind speed. Now, granted, there's very few that reach like very,
Right.
But then again, I don't know if those were natural hurricanes.
Yeah.
Like the one in Houston. That one was 140 miles per hour or 150 because I looked that up.
Yeah.
And I started looking up after I heard about the stalling for 40 hours. I was like, let me look up all the worst hurricanes in history and look up how long they stalled for.
Right.
I mean, unfortunately, I didn't find much and I didn't read much. I got sidetracked with other stuff. But from the results I got initially, I didn't see much. But meteorologists, there's a guy in Seattle. I forgot his name. He said this shit is weird. This shit is like very peculiar. Like,
yeah. You know what's funny? Well, not funny. I was
Philip Klotzbach.
Yeah, not funny, but you know what's crazy? I was speaking to some folks at my workplace, and I was telling them about the heart machine and how the government it's already been. It's not even a thesis or a theory or a hypothesis. Like this, it's documents on this. The heart machine and them manipulating weather and whatnot. And I was like, man, I believe that they do be, fucking creating these hurricanes, these natural disasters. And they just couldn't fathom it. They couldn't fathom the idea that the government could possibly be creating these things. And I didn't debate. I didn't go back and forth. All I said was, look it up for yourselves.
Yeah.
Look it up for yourselves, and you have far too much trust in your country, in your government. Far too much trust. And one of them is Muslim. Shout out to him if he listens to this. Muslim is Muslim. This country don't fuck with y'all. So you should be first
Especially
in line.
On this day.
You should be first in line. Right.
All Muslims should stay on
right.
this day.
You should be first in line saying, yeah, I don't put nothing past this country.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
They're what? What are they?
One was
Co-workers?
Muslim. Yeah, co-worker. One was Hispanic, Dominican.
So you're the only one that was like thinking outside the box.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. All I said was, look it up for yourselves.
9 times out of 10, niggas don't look it up for themselves. They just come back with the same feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like the government wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Like, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Son. That shit really get me tight.
Yeah.
But somebody's house burned down.
Yo, it should be crazy over here, man.
It's either somebody got shot or stabbed, somebody house burning down, or somebody just got shot or stabbed.
Or a tornado was nearby.
And,
They come
and they got rushed into the fucking Brookdale.
Right.
But shout out to Dr. Mumbi Saraki of Africa. I don't know exactly which country she's from, but she has a show, the Dr. Mumbi Show. Mm-hmm. And this is where I got a couple facts from. I'm about to run down the facts.
Yo, excuse the sirens in the back. Somebody just got killed.
Yeah.
I don't know that for sure, but I'm just assuming so.
It's the East, so y'all know how niggas get.
Yeah, rest in peace. And hopefully you make it through. If you don't die.
Okay, so this is pertaining to the hurricane being stalled over Bahamas for 40 hours. This has never, ever been seen
That's
before.
a long ass fucking time.
This has never, ever in history been seen before.
Let me put this in perspective before you go into the facts. Y'all ever been walking home and it was like mad windy and it was mad rain? You was like, You only had to walk like maybe like 4 blocks. You like, damn, these fucking 4 blocks are like mad.
And that wind
long.
is like 15 miles an hour.
And it's like a good maybe yeah, right. It's like a good maybe 20 miles per hour. It's a good 4 block you gotta walk.
Yeah.
This is 40 hours and it's the whole island.
165 miles an hour. Not the whole lot. Well, I didn't even know this.
Just to put it in perspective.
Bahamas consist of over 700 islands. I never knew that.
That shit is insane.
The worst that got hit, one of the worst, is Abaco. Yeah.
Abaco.
Abaco.
Damn,
That's where
niggas
she was from, the woman that I posted.
Okay, yeah.
So approaching was, like we said, it was roughly 1 mile an hour.
1 mile per hour, yeah.
She said, if you're walking, like your regular walking pace, it is half of that.
Right.
That's how slow it was approaching.
Yeah,
half of that.
So
look at the
it's virtually
buildup.
not moving, basically.
So this is why people are like, this got to be manipulated, because it's no way something could build up and then last for that long.
Yeah.
Plus, another thing, it was supposed to hit part of Florida.
Right.
The part of Florida it was supposed to hit, to be specific,
Miami,
is
probably. Fort Lauderdale, probably area.
South Palm Beach.
South Palm Beach.
South Palm Beach is home of about 25 billionaires.
Right, yeah.
It has...
I think Oprah has a house over there.
The infrastructure... Like property worth in that area is roughly $140 billion US value, right?
Damn.
So now I start thinking
they're not gonna ruin that shit.
Me and my 24 billionaire friends, we'd be like, yo, US government, each of us is willing to put up $500,000 to $1 billion each.
To avoid
Don't
this.
make that shit come here.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear shit after this.
Right.
Click. Because
yeah.
as a bit, like, you don't have to, you don't need to, I don't need you to speak back to me.
Right.
I'm on a totally different
That's a different
bracket.
type of bag talk.
Like,
yeah, it's a different type of,
Like, I call up governments.
Yeah.
Sell your citizens crack now.
Make 2% milk $4.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all of this is not far-fetched. I'm not saying that this is my justification, but this is not far-fetched.
No, it's not. Yeah, that's a fact. Billionaires got pulled, man.
A lot of U.S. newspapers, like media coverages, and I wrote them down too, they have been giving us false death toll numbers. I'm going to run through them. NBC told us 44 died. The Guardian told us 43 died. Weather.com reported 45 as being the death toll. Al Jazeera says 43. CNN 43. New York Times 44. Now, all of these are somewhat
relatively
reliable
right.
sources. Somewhat.
Oh, yeah.
You would have thought all of y'all niggas would have got on the same page.
Right.
Yo, what are we doing? 43, 44, 45. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, according to Punch newspaper, which happens to be the #1 newspaper of Bahamas, they report 2,300 and counting. 2,300 is the minimum.
That's not even remotely close to 43 and
death
45.
toll. Yeah, exactly. 44 is like, what? 2% of 2,300?
Damn, bro.
I'm dragging it, but you get what I'm saying. So look at that. In addition to this, the woman in the video, she said people were driving around with vans with the flatbeds, dressed in all white,
picking
with
up dead
masks,
bodies.
Picking up dead bodies.
Damn,
that's all they was doing, driving around picking up dead bodies.
Yeah,
that sounds like some CDC shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Who in the Bahamas has these suits?
Right.
Who would go out? Which government jurisdiction would sanction this
and pick up
to
bodies.
Go out?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go out and pick up these bodies.
Yeah.
We want to run some tests.
Yeah.
Or we just want you to pick up the bodies.
Right.
Little babies, families are forced to, because of the water rising or whatever, floodings, canned foods, people would look at that as being, reliable because it's canned. It may be sealed.
And probably could float, probably.
But mainly sealed.
Will it float? I think it will float.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
But being that it's sealed, like, it may be the best health.
Right.
The water is seeping in. People are getting
really.
Children are getting sick.
Yeah, because
fevers are
polluted.
Prevalent. This is all this shit she reported because I came across the full video from Red Pill. Shout out to Red Pill. Shout out Red Pill, Blue Pill, KTL Knowledge. She said children are sick because the families are using these canned foods that is submerged in the water where the same dead bodies are,
right,
and then they're cooking whatever is in the can and eating, and they think they're, it is uncontaminated.
Yeah.
Or incontaminated, whatever the word is.
Yes.
Yo, this is really...
It's very sad what's going on.
And the Bahamas is supposed to be a U.S. territory, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or is it strictly Caribbean?
Like same as Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or is it not?
I don't think so.
It's not?
I don't know.
I might be wrong. I'm probably getting it mixed up.
I know we do Dylan's there most likely.
Okay.
People love the Bahamas.
Yeah.
People love the Bahamas. Vacations and shit.
But look at that.
Damn.
But going back real quick though, I brought up South Palm Beach for a reason. It was supposed to, the hurricane was on track to going through the Caribbean, hitting Bahamas, of course, and then eventually getting to Florida. It never hit Florida.
Right.
So now, the thing about HARP, because I looked it up, they can manipulate the clouds and the weather. Well, mainly the clouds, because this is how the weather come. They manipulate the clouds to make something more severe or less severe, or just cancel it out, period. If they see rain, the HARP machine, what it does is it puts so much humidity amongst the clouds or whatever, that chances of rain now gets diminished. So now, if we see a storm pattern come in a certain way, we can halt it, like making it stall. We can halt it, have the worst, transpire, whatever.
Right.
And then when we see it boiling down, we would, resume the path of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Because looking at it, if usually, according to meteorologists again, it's a hurricane stalling is supposed to last 2 to 4, let's say 2 to 10 hours. Let's drag it.
Right.
You still have an excess of 30 hours. The Bahamas is only 70 miles away from Florida, the coast of Florida. So that excess 30 hours would obviously hit Florida.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying, something had to happen, because for it to be halted, it's so convenient that soon as
it's very unlikely.
Soon as it stopped, soon as it started traveling again from Bahamas, the wind speed went down and all of this shit. It's
dispersed.
It's like the storm just naturally died down.
Right.
What is the fucking odds of that? Soon as it gets to Bahamas, it suddenly builds up, and soon as it's leaving Bahamas, it suddenly dies down.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, it looks very convenient. I'm just been thinking why? Let's say they did have something to do with it. Why Bahamas?
Well, like I said,
besides killing thousands of black people, because it's predominantly black, but why? Yeah. Why them specifically though?
Well, like I said, it's not necessarily. It's not like they targeted the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. It's once again, they saw the path of it. But like you said, I'm happy you brought that up. I ran the CIA database, and Bahamas is 90.6% black populated. Mm-hmm. 4.7 white, and then 2 point something mulatto. The rest is so majority is 90% black. Mm-hmm. So they're this black people, fuck them. We don't care. They Caribbean, shithole country anyway. Right. So looking at the path, they're it's gonna go through Bahamas, and then it's gonna spend majority of time in the coast of Florida. What we can do is halt it in the Bahamas, and it doesn't hit Florida, which is the U.S. So it's not like they targeted the Bahamas. It's just that you guys happen to be collateral damage because you just happen to be there.
Right.
If it was Dominican Republic, Haiti, you guys,
Haiti
same
always
shit,
getting hit with
same shit would have happened. If it was Guyana, same shit would have happened, because who told y'all to be there? Not we chose to be here, but you see what I'm saying? You guys just happened to be here, and you're black. If it was Switzerland or some shit, best believe that shit would have deterred, or Hurricane Dorian would have never occurred.
Or it'd been more minimum more coverage, or more people saying, we donating, we trying to fix this shit up.
Exactly, like the fucking cathedral in France.
I haven't heard anything yet. To be honest,
Neither have I.
Yeah.
I haven't heard shit from
I
Red
haven't heard
Cross.
anything
I haven't
yet.
heard shit from FEMA.
First of all, fuck Red Cross.
Fuck both of them entities.
Them niggas be taking millions of dollars.
Billions.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard
that's-
shit from them, but you, at the end of the day, you guys are supposed to. This is your role. This is why you were created.
Yeah,
But you're not even saying anything.
yeah.
The UN, I ain't heard shit from the UN, United Nations.
Right. Right. You know when I hate when situations like this happen, like in other countries, because like I feel so like helpless.
Yeah.
It's like as much as we want to spread awareness, and let's say I donate, if I could donate $50 or I could donate $20, it's like, damn, like these people really lost damn near everything, if
yeah.
not their lives.
Yeah.
It's like it's so, and then it also makes me just look at my life like, yo,
How
we are very fortunate.
Yeah.
Like I mean, obviously we have our own problems, but I just be walking home like, yo, I really, like the other day I walking home last night. I'm walking home like, yo, I'm really very fortunate that I got to be born in New York City. Where like, I don't need a car to go play. I could just get up anytime I want, travel on the train, take an Uber, go somewhere.
You don't suffer blackouts as much.
Right.
Like blackout in Guyana, oh my God. Growing
could
up, that shit was
imagine.
like once every 2 weeks.
I could imagine.
I remember when I was little, I used to have to walk to fetch a bucket of water. It wasn't miles like what we see them portrayed to us in Africa, but
right.
it was like
Right.
to like the neighbor's house, and the neighbor house was about like 4 houses down
Right.
because they had this pipe that was just running water continuously.
That shit makes me think like,
So
whenever you know, those who know Gary V, he speaks on this. I'm trying to find some shit real quick, but he always speaks on like, and he puts in perspective like, you know how small of a possibility and like how small the odds are that you were even born, right? Like in one sperm cell,
billions,
right? It's fucking billions.
like 100 billion sperm cells.
Your little speck decided to reach the egg.
Yeah,
and
I
then
found that.
boom, right? That's like what, 1 in a billion. Boom. And then now he's like, yo, folks don't understand how lucky we are to be born in this great space of time where technology is like booming, and you could, you know, like you could virtually make millions of dollars if you master how to market yourself, branding, just from your phone. Like we're born in an era with this shit, right? And it's like the fucking like there's such a small percentage, and it makes me think like, damn, even though we got all of that, it's like there's still some folks out there that really be losing everything. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking on I'm trying to find it right now, this passage that I found by Steve Jobs. My nigga Dione posted, shout out my nigga Dione.
Shout out Dione.
He posted it. I hope I got it. Yeah. So basically, and I kind of live by this too. I mean, obviously, money. We need money. We live in a country where money is power. You know what I'm saying? You need money to pay for your food, education, housing, stuff like that. Obviously, right? But money don't solve everything, and I don't think money brings you happiness like inherently. I think it can.
It depends on what you do. That brings you either despair,
right,
happiness,
right.
Sadness,
I think it brings you excitement.
Whatever.
That's what I think. I think if you don't have no money and you suddenly get money, what you do with it can bring you happiness, but like the physical money, just having it can get you excitement.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I'm a millionaire now. Boom. But like buying your mom a house will bring you happiness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your father needs surgery for his heart, and you didn't have the money before, now you have it now. That brings you happiness because he's in the best spot. I don't think, like, a lot of folks think that just having money just solves all problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure there's wealthy people in the Bahamas that may have a bunch of acres of land, and in their country, if they wasn't a millionaire, they probably was, who knows, 100,000 in their currency. They probably was seen as wealthy. But look, some shit like that happens, whether it's natural or it's man-made.
Well, your money
exactly, you probably under the rubble. You probably died. You know what I'm saying?
Can't protect you.
So this makes me just put things in perspective. Like, I try to stay grounded. Obviously, I do want millions of dollars, but in the past, I used to say things like, yeah, I'm gonna be a billionaire. But every time I said it, it wasn't genuine in my head. It just sounds cool to say, y'all, I'm making $1 billion one day. You know what I'm saying? But I came to the recollection is like, it ain't really the amount of money I want. It's whatever amount of money I need to
live happy,
be happy,
and content.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the main thing.
Me personally, I don't think I'll be content with $100K a year because I want to retire my parents. So that threshold got to be higher. But whatever that is, it could be 1 million, 2 million. It could be $500,000.
Well, technically you can.
But they'll be living off what?
But you gotta invest.
10,000, 20,000. I mean, yeah.
If you make $100K and you invest $40K, you flip that $40K. That $40K could become $200K.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm speaking from like
if you make $100K,
employment. Aspect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. But
tell
of
them
course,
niggas
investments
move in.
and whatnot. Right.
Move in. Keep it down in the basement.
Right. Keep it down in the basement. But yeah, it's like whatever amount that is, it don't gotta be the most thing in the world. I just want to be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this disaster shit, having money can't save you. Can't save you from diseases. You get the best doctors in the world. If some shit gonna happen to you and you're not prepared for it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You can have all the money in the world. If you eating cheeseburgers every fucking day, you may have a heart attack.
You're gonna need a triple bypass.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
And a black heart.
That's what I'm saying. What's your thoughts on that, man?
I agree. Another thing I'd like to add is I don't think money is the root of all evil. I used to think this when I was young. A lot of people has that misconception.
Yeah, that's
as well.
Big saying.
It's like you said, it's what you do with the money.
Right.
So certain people out here, they do great things with their money. Look at LeBron James with the school. Free tuition, free education, free transportation, free housing, all this shit. That's great.
Right.
But then there's like people like Henry Kissinger. Oh, here, president, and it's just M200. This is a global depopulation idea I came up with in 1969.
Right.
So, money allows you to
be more
utilize certain resources to bring into fruition your ideologies.
Right.
Or in other words, exude who you really are.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
Yeah, so that's all it is.
That's what I believe. Like if you someone that you already cocky, you get a new pair of shoes, you want to shit on niggas, so when you get money,
that's all you're gonna
shit on niggas more often.
Yeah.
If you someone you look out for people, somebody need to borrow some money, you lend a helping hand, or like you just like, you know what I'm saying, paying it forward. You know what I'm saying? You do your part in your house, you get your mom rent or whatever. You grounded. When you make money, you're gonna continue that. That's what I believe. I don't think people change. I think they just become more of who they are. You know what I'm saying? Folks that believe that, and I hear that a lot, like, you know, more money, more problems. That may be true under certain circumstances, under certain people's lives. You know what I'm saying? I don't think money, I like using the word inherently, because that means that as soon as you get it, something happens. It's like, just because you got money don't mean you're automatically happy. Just because you get money don't mean you automatically have mad problems. You know what I'm saying? You may have more problems. It may disperse all your problems. If you someone where your only problem is I have so much debt.
Yeah.
Make $1 million, you're gonna be good.
Pay that shit off, move to another country. I'm stress free.
Right.
Nobody know I'm a billionaire or millionaire.
Right, exactly.
Nobody know me. Nobody know shit. They just know this young, ill Brooklyn nigga is not living here. I'm
telling you, man. I come into some money. I'm chilling. I'm not buying no foreign car. I'm not buying them. I'm saying I'm be
technically,
cooling.
And that's another thing. I'm glad you brought this up. This has another. That's not a topic, but I just want to address this real quick. Foreign car. Toyota is a foreign car.
Right.
It's not made in America.
Yeah. A Honda, it's only like few cars that's like made in America.
A Honda is a foreign car.
Yeah.
Like people think niggas hear foreign all day and women.
Ferrari, Lambo.
Well, technically, but on a lower scale, they think of BMW, Mercedes.
Right.
Audi.
Yeah.
Like the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis, those are like luxury. In reality, all this shit is foreign.
Yeah.
So who's pushing this
America
narrative?
Don't make shit.
Who's shaping? America make Ford, Chevy, I think GMC.
Yeah.
The fuck? What else?
Overall, though, America don't make
Blue
shit.
City bikes.
They don't make this fucking mug, probably.
Imagine if the city bikes in Manhattan, well, around New York City,
Just made in China?
It's made in China.
With little kids and shit.
Yo, that'd be crazy. But yeah, that's just crazy fucking.
Yeah, that's just how it is,
I
bro.
wanted to point out real quick. Topics.
Yeah, what's good?
Topics. What we got?
What you got, man?
Maine and Vermont. Speaking of America, Maine and Vermont, those two states, they're actually paying people $10,000 to relocate there
We out.
because
Let's do it.
of the opioid crisis. White people are dying,
At an alarming rate.
and some are actually moving out as well. So the states are like, you know,
Wait. People in Maine had the opioid crisis too?
I'm saying it could be
Oh, okay.
because it's predominantly white,
Yeah.
and
I
opioid
thought
is
it
a
was like
predominantly
middle-
white drug right now.
Yeah.
That crisis. So, you thought like Middle America?
Middle America, yeah.
That shit is around America.
Bro, when we went
Mainly
to
middle
when we
America,
went to
but around
Arizona,
America though.
we went to it was either Nevada's in Arizona or the other way around.
Arizona is in
It's-
Arizona. Arizona is its own state.
It's its own state, right?
Nevada is next to it.
I
Las
forgot which
Vegas.
one it was. It was either Nevada or I think it was Arizona. Yeah, I think it was Arizona. Me, Hansel, Chen, Moise, I think was Cass there. Cass, Ramel, Maddie. Bro, we went to this rinky dink hotel. Something happened with our Airbnb. Fucking the person was bitching because you know Airbnb they got rules and shit.
Mm.
They have like, we agreed to 4 people, only 4 can be here. With some Airbnb owners, they don't mind you having guests.
Yeah.
This person was like, no guests, no visitors. It's 4 y'all. That's it.
They was present.
Nah, he was down the block, but he had cameras in the house.
Oh,
He was watching us and shit on some, like watching outside. I was walking and shit.
on some.
So he
Hills
on
Have
some
Eyes.
bitch shit. He called the police. We had to get out, had to find a hotel last minute. Some crazy
Really?
shit. Yeah, real shit. So we found this rinky dink little hotel. It was last minute. We was there for the event. Bro, we found this hotel, bro. This hotel was so sketch. We found a syringe under the bed. Like, that shit looked... And there was people, like, roaming around, like...
Hey, man. If we suck your dick, man.
Son, right across the street was a convenience store, a gas station. There was a pimp there with a bitch. I'm like, yo, Arizona is on some shit. It's like... Arizona's like... It's still stuck in the 80s.
A lot
Them
of
niggas
states
has not progressed at all.
a lot of states. America talk all this shithole country shit.
Yeah, nah.
Yo,
it's some
a
shithole
lot of
states.
states and a lot of areas within states
Yeah.
that is not metropolitan.
Yeah.
You would be surprised.
Yeah.
Like,
niggas in the 80s, bro. Niggas in the 80s. Like, fucking crack era 80s.
yeah,
Still.
upstate New York is not the same wave as down here.
Yeah.
We way more lit.
Yeah.
Way more lit. I mean, the air quality is bad, but we way more
yeah,
lit.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Them niggas got, at least we got 100% oxygen.
Right.
Okay.
We got deers
Boring
and shit.
ass Bob. Like,
Yeah,
fuck?
it's born up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you say about Maine though?
About what?
Maine and
Maine and Vermont.
Vermont.
People
yeah.
moving out, so they're paying people $10,000 to move in.
Move
Now,
back
I
in.
don't know the stipulations. Like, you got to be white, you got to be 6 foot,
Right.
blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm pretty sure they're targeting white people because which black person you ever came across that said I'm from Maine or
right,
Vermont,
right. Not one.
or lived?
Not-
Which rapper you ever heard your tour or Maine that
Yeah.
show in Maine or
That
Vermont?
shit was lit.
Like these niggas,
Yeah,
like
nah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, nah.
It's not even on a Monopoly board. Anyway,
Right.
in addition to that, if you're a felon and incarcerated, you can vote still in Maine and Vermont.
Mm.
This is another fact that reaffirms my position on this shit being a white state. Because black people, y'all voting still? Nah. All my black felon friends, them niggas say I can't vote.
Right. Right.
Straight up. Like, I can't
That's a
vote.
fact.
This is in their head. As soon as you walk in Rikers, you nigga, you can't vote no more in
Right.
life. Move to Africa, you can't vote.
Yeah, that's crazy how you can't
So-
vote ever once you. That's crazy.
But it's in certain states. I looked it up. Certain states, while incarcerated, you can't vote. But when you free again, you can vote again. So it's certain states, and of course it's going to be the states mainly populated with urban people,
Right.
that they just, restrict the voting privileges, period.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. I didn't know, like,
Nigga, we
you
out.
can be
We
a felon
applying,
voting.
bro. I'm gonna go move to Maine. I'm gonna
We
take
could
that
sell
10K
opioid
and then
out
we
there.
driving right the fuck back.
We could sell meth out there. We'd be a trillionaire in like 0.2 seconds. Hey man, you got meth, man. Hey man. Yo, shout out to Dave Chappelle with that joke, son. That shit is
Facts.
funny.
Facts. I love that joke. I love that segment. He was like, if you haven't seen it by now, then nigga,
Kill yourself.
skip
Cancel
5
your
minutes.
Netflix.
Right. When he was like, when black people was on crack, they was like, oh, just say no.
Yep.
And oh, they're criminals, they're crackheads. But now that white people on opioids, it's a crisis. They need help. They in fucking rehab. They got government funding for rehab for them and shit.
Don't send them to jail.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
And like he said, and I agree. Good luck, white people that's on drugs.
Yeah.
Good luck. Just say no.
Yeah.
Just say no.
All these
I wish you the
resources
best of
y'all
luck.
got.
We went through it. Now it's your fucking turn.
Yep. Karma is a bitch, huh?
I wish you the best of luck, man. Better not wear a condom no more.
I didn't even know. Speaking of opioid crisis, me, my sister, and my cousin, we were talking 2 days ago, and I was like, the Vietnam War came up, and I was like, even though I look into shit, I don't know. I never studied the Vietnam War. Like, I never looked into it to see the cause, why it was for, all that. And she was like, oh, it was the opium. They wanted to invade to take opium from Vietnam. I was like, for real? And my cousin, I was talking to him on the
Opium
phone.
is what
He's
made
like,
to
yeah,
make opioids?
poppy seeds,
Oh.
cocaine, which then leads to don't quote me. I'm not a drug dealer. I don't know this shit. I'm not Breaking Bad. I believe the poppy cocoa is the cocaine is from the cocoa seeds, I think.
Yeah.
Or cocoa,
It has
hot chocolate.
it's
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No. It's from coca leaves or some shit.
Cocoa leaves,
Cocoa
cocaine,
leaves,
yeah. So poppy
cocoa
seeds.
is chocolate comes from
Yeah, that's something totally different. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know everything.
right.
I'm saying cocoa,
Right.
cocaine. But so it's the poppy seeds and opium and all this crap, right?
Right.
So I started thinking back, when was Vietnam fought? In like the 70s. What came in the 80s? Late 80s, late 70s, early
Cocaine,
80s.
crack.
Heroin,
Yeah.
cocaine, crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Well, it was mainly the heroin, I would say, because this is what white people are suffering. The opium, I believe, is more heroin.
Yeah.
Cocaine is different.
Right.
Cocaine was the
It was a
Port of Miami shit
Yeah.
with Panama Canal
Right,
and shit.
right.
With what's his name?
Right.
Noriega.
Yeah.
That was the cocaine. And so when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, all these fucking wars, it's just before they hit with like a major drug crisis in America. And Afghanistan, is it Afghanistan or Iraq? One of them they mentioned. It was like they confiscated opium in one of those countries as well. And I'm like, now look at the opium crisis.
Yeah. That shit backfired.
Yeah, they always backfire.
Should have never bought it here.
Yeah, always.
Yo, how about just not trying to kill niggas? No matter who is. I mean, obviously I know why. But like, this shit backfired on y'all.
Bro.
Same thing with AIDS and shit.
nature.
Same thing with AIDS. A lot of y'all niggas got AIDS too. Like, y'all try to kill us with the drugs and shit. Y'all niggas on drugs and shit. We don't have no sympathy for y'all.
Yeah, we don't care.
I really don't. I'll be honest. I really don't. Like, I really don't, bro.
You mentioned something just now, right?
Yeah.
You said, how about you stop killing niggas? Then I was like,
Yeah.
once again, I was like, is they nature, right? So I was reading up on universal, since I got all this time and shit, nobody's reading 3 a.m. And I was looking up universal energy, right? And I came across this. Look at this.
Right.
It says Universal energy is the energy that sustains life, providing vital energy to all living systems. The whole universe, starting from the stars in the sky to the atoms that create them, including the world we live in and our bodies, everything we see or do is made up of the universal energy. And at the most fundamental level, right? Quick side note, real quick. Remember a couple weeks back when I was talking about CERN and shit, and I said like it's 94% dark matter and 6% is everything that we see. Kind of correlates with that, right? At the most fundamental level. That's what popped in my head.
Right.
Now, just below that, it says humans as a vibrational energy. This is another, topic. Now, going into that, it says, because everything that is energy has its own vibration, which determines its nature and what it produces, humans also have their own inner vibration. Once again, I found some shit that reaffirms my stance on what I be saying. Everything has its own nature.
Yeah.
So white people's nature, they're vibrating on something. No, I'm not joking. White people vibrate much lower than us.
Yeah. I would say, I'll agree with that.
And then I started thinking, I'm like, in horror movies, right? Nah, it could be a reach or whatever, but who gets possessed the most in horror movies?
White people.
They're so...
There you have it, folks.
They're so spiritually weak compared to us. I'm not saying black people can't get it.
Are not spiritually weak.
We can't, we're not spiritually,
right.
Or we can't become spiritually weak, or we do not get possessed.
But I do feel that way, too.
I'm saying majority of white people, they get possessed. As soon as they move into a house, possessed.
Right. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've never heard of somebody black being possessed.
Haunted, whatever, Emily Rose. All these people.
Yeah. Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Conjuring, Insidious.
I mean, some of them are... like fictional
Amityville
shit.
Horror. Nah, these are based on true stories. The Conjuring, based on true story. Annabelle, true story.
It's all white people. Not saying once again.
Yeah. Nah, but I do, and I've always felt this way. I do believe that we are more in tune with spirituality and nature. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
From what I recollected just from watching history and just how we are, you know what I'm saying? Even though someone may say, well, you see mad white people camping and shit. And black people, we don't do that camping shit.
Yeah, because they trying to make up for that fucking, deficit.
But I do, like I said, I do feel like, because it's like when you think about the beginning of time and shit, I just feel like being one with the earth and being more spiritual, you're less like barbaric.
Way less.
And I think that from the beginning of time, like
I think you live
like
way
the first white
too.
men, they were like killing each other, raping their women, shit like that. Enslaving people.
They show
that's
us
like
shit
barbaric shit, bro.
Yo, they show us shit like Flintstones. Flintstones.
Yeah, she's hit his woman on top of the head and then drag the woman. Yeah.
Flintstones is a nice way of showing how barbaric we were.
Yeah. We?
No, white people. I'm speaking in terms of white person perspective.
Okay.
Black people don't live in caves. There's a cave in Africa.
Right.
The lion would be like, I see you. I see you in that cave, nigga. But it would be too hot. You'd be baking in that cave.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I cannot do this anymore. This is too hot in this bitch.
But this is
Yeah,
when I found that,
with the vibration shit, that's very interesting.
I advise you to read this article.
That's very interesting.
It gets into so much shit. It gets into music, how frequency like 5 hertz, like how it
gets deep.
Tunes and changes our thinking and shit. Yeah, like I'm like and I started talking.
That's how they do mind control.
100%.
That's how they do mind control.
100%.
Yeah, with the frequencies and shit. Yeah.
So then I got into talking about this with my cousin. I'm like, language, right? It's a reason why they told us to stop speaking our African tongue. Well, all the hundreds of dialects that from the slaves that they confiscated, whatever, and brought against their will. It's a reason why they forced us and cut that off from us, practicing our spiritual traditions. All this is energy. So cut off that energy. That's basically, we no longer have sage mode.
Right.
Because
right.
sage mode is nature energy.
Yeah, nature energy.
Africans were in tune with nature. So we no longer have sage mode. Now you're a fucking, I don't know. Who's like a regular ass person in Naruto? Like very
Sasuke.
No.
He don't have nothing to do with nature.
No, I'm talking about like regular, like bum ass nigga. Like
Rock,
you're like Konohamaru when he
Rock
was a little
Lee?
kid. Or
He doesn't
Lee.
deal with nothing like spiritual or
But
nothing
Rock Lee's
like
still
ninja.
nice. I didn't want to.
Nah,
give him
he's
all
nice,
that.
but he just straight his hand. He was fucking with his hand.
Yeah, but
and
why
shit.
we can't fight with their hands like that? They can invent guns. I wasn't trying to give them all that plug, all that, you know. But
he's like the most basic out of them, I would say.
Yeah. So now you're looking at language. Each word has vibration to it. Each letter has vibration to it.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the European languages as a collective, majority of the languages is comprised of the letters in the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
Some symbols may be different, but you would see A in German, but it's something totally different. A in French, something totally different. A in Spanish, totally different. So I start thinking like, what's the odds of this? Like, I would need to see like all African languages spread out for me to be like, okay, I see some similarities here.
Right.
Like the same structures, the same, symbols is, across. But you're looking at all these different languages, like the language is clearly different, but it's the same letters. That's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
And all of y'all are European. You see what I'm saying? So the words that we could be speaking, utilizing, maybe us communicating with this English language is us operating still on a lower vibration because this is not our indigenous
It's not
language.
our native tongue. Yeah, that makes sense because it's not 100% natural to your ancestors.
Exactly.
And we have a connection with our ancestors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even the thought processing, the music we listen to. So
Yeah.
all of
the
this
food
stuff,
we eat.
the food we eat.
Yeah, all that
when
stuff.
we read, all
Yeah.
of this stuff, we're soaking it in.
Our traditions, our practices.
Yeah. We're soaking it in.
Yeah.
And it's in turn causing us to operate on a European, more westernized vibrational level. So this is why I say homosexuality didn't start with us. For me, I'm not about to get into it, but this is why I say certain things. I mean, that would be a perfect segue. But this is why I say like rape and certain, immoral acts just didn't originate with us. Because going back, like you said, they exuded more barbaric.
Rape and immoral acts? Yeah, okay, you can say that.
Yeah, I'm not saying
gay is
necessarily
up there with
immoral.
Rape. Yeah.
However, I would say that it is blasphemous.
It's
not. A blasphemous
you could say
act.
it's not natural according to our bodies. That's a fair assessment.
According to life.
Because you can't reproduce
not bodies,
with two dicks
life.
or two pussies. Right.
Because
right.
that's why I say it was more blasphemous.
Right.
Like, because the act is like a abomination to God. It's like, you nutting this nigga ass. Where's the baby coming from? You scissor this bitch. Who's getting pregnant? I mean, I'm more crazy with the jokes or whatever. Like off the wall, but I mean, I don't mean no disrespect. It's just, logic. But speaking of gay and nutting in niggas' ass,
let me dive into it. Well, that sounds kind of gay.
Yeah, you dive into the nigga.
I mean, this guy. Nah, I mean, this is a great segue. I wanted to speak on Malik Yoba, who recently expressed...
Great actor, first and foremost.
Yeah, great actor. He been on, what's that, CSI
Tyler Perry.
or...
Well, not the shows. I watch him in the movies.
cop show for like mad long, since like the 90s and shit.
But he was in Why Did I Get Married Too as Janet
Jackson's
husband.
Dope. Yeah,
She caused him to die because she killed a child.
Right. With the car accident, right?
Car accident.
Right. Yeah. Phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Part of the culture. But he recently came up and expressed himself that he
came out.
He's attracted to. Well, I don't know if it's coming out.
No, you said came up.
Yeah.
I meant to say. I said.
Well,
I'm speaking in terms
yeah,
of like
came
out
up,
and
or
said, like,
they said he
expressed.
recently had an interview
I'm
on
not
the
saying
Breakfast
like
Club.
he came out.
Yeah.
Coming out hetero.
right. He came out, or he stood up and said that
Sat
he's attracted to transsexual women. Even though he had an interview. I was surprised. That came out pretty quick. He had an interview this morning that released on the Breakfast Club with 2 transsexual women and then a gay man, I believe, saying that he still considers himself a heterosexual man, but he just attracted to transsexual women. He's been feeling this way for a while. His first experience of being interested in it when he was 16 and whatnot, or whatever. But yeah, I feel like that's a very interesting topic. He came up there, I guess, to raise more awareness and have the conversation on like transsexual issues, because they do have a very high suicide rate. Because they're not, people are killing them. Men that mess with them, they are hitting them and they abusing them and stuff like that. And then
I think especially in the black community too. Transsexuals
high.
in the black community is very like we lead in suicide.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, they lead in suicide.
And it's like they're not really, they're being ridiculed because they're not being accepted. See what I'm saying? So a lot of them, they can't handle the ridicule, and then they all commit suicide. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they came in there to express themselves. But how you feel about him coming out? Your honest opinion.
My honest opinion, I think this coincides with Jadena, with what he said in terms of, I think all of this is an agenda by the LGBTQ community. Well, not necessarily the community itself,
but the people in power,
the powers that be, because all of this is
okay.
All of this coincides with depopulation. You see what I'm saying? Get more people gay, there's gonna be a deduction in repopulation. Now,
that's one way to look at it. That's one angle to look at it.
That's how I look at it. That's
one angle to look at it.
Not everything is gonna be overt. Like, we're gonna come and kill you. Yeah. Everything requires martial law. Okay, all right. They know about martial law now. What are the contingencies we have in plan? We have eating these foods to make you more sterile. You can't reproduce, and we have socialization to like the same sex and all that shit. But me, I think it's all part of the agenda, because now, once again, you have a popular, phenomenal actor, black male figure, who we perceived as to be a male figure.
He can still be a male figure.
He's still male, but he like males. So
well,
how's that?
That's not true.
That masculine?
That's not true. He doesn't. He says himself he's not attracted to men.
Okay, I'm gonna get to that.
Now look, let's say you somewhere, right? And you see a woman that appears to be a woman. You don't know that she because I have a good eye, so I know, like, you look kind of like you a man. You did a phenomenal job at the chain. You did your shit. You boobs, ass, your face is soft, cool. But I could tell, like, you look like a man. You look, you should be a man. But some of them really, look
past.
So what if he just saw that, and then a year down the line of just not fucking with them, just knowing them, yo, this person attractive. Yo, by the way, I've been a man this whole time.
Okay, now I'll say this. Initially, when you first introduced this topic, you said he came out saying that he's attracted to transsexual women, right?
Yeah, that look like women. Yeah.
Okay, you could look like a woman, but I still know you're a fucking man, though.
Yeah.
So now,
logically, you're a man.
What distinguishes a woman that looks like a woman and a transsexual woman that looks like a woman?
One is actually a man.
Okay, how do you know that? By looking at them. That's what I'm saying. How do you know? How do I distinguish who's the man out of the two?
One may have a bulge.
All right. All right. This is what I'm getting at. It's an agenda, because it's not going to make sense if he say, I've always been attracted to transsexual women. I mean, you have a preference. Everyone, by all means, is entitled to their own preference.
But to be honest, I don't even think that's a preference.
How do you know who is the transsexual woman and who is the real woman with the ovaries?
Say it like this. Would you say that you liking women is your preference?
No.
It's just what you
automatic.
are, right? It's just exactly.
It's my nature. Yeah.
Exactly. So like,
African
women
nature.
ain't my preference, nigga. I'm straight. I have no other option.
Yeah.
There is no
Preference
like
mean
you have other. I prefer this over this.
If I had exactly.
Right. So what? I mean, what? I mean,
Oh, you just made me think about something new.
what's that?
If he got a real woman with ovaries and a tranny woman, he prefer the tranny woman.
We don't know
did
that.
He say he prefer?
No. He just says he likes them as well.
Okay, all right,
he likes women as well as transgender women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna tackle the gender thing. Now, that's one way to look at it, because like I said, I'm trying to see both sides.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
Nah,
How do you distinguish who is what?
I guess he's not thinking about it that way. I guess he just likes the way it looks aesthetically.
It looks
like a woman, so he attracted to him.
So he attracted to Bruce John. Well, Caitlyn.
Jen ain't really. She's not even attractive. Yeah. She wasn't even an attractive man. She wasn't even a handsome man to me.
He
no homo, period. But like he wasn't really. He was. You know what I'm saying.
But you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
I
do kind of.
The only way I could justify this is if you found a woman attractive and she say, "Oh, by the way, I'm a man," and he's looking at the woman. Well, he's looking at it now, and he's like, he internalized like, "Wow, he's attractive in female form." You see what I'm saying? Like, wow, like it's still attractive.
Yeah, I mean,
like I'm still attracted to you, even though you told me this. I'm still attracted to you.
Right.
But if you don't know shit, you just attracted. Period. You can't you don't inherently know like I'm attracted to trans women, and you don't know who's trans woman.
That's my point. I think that he's just attracted to anything that appears to be a woman. It may be a transgender, and he doesn't like men. He's saying that's attracted to men, but I guess transgender women fit in that mold of what a woman looks like. Now, when you get nitty gritty, you get down to it.
What society tells us that a woman should look like. I mean, because majority of trans women, they don't have like no titties, no ass. When there's real women out here with no titties and no ass. Trans women, they tend to be like,
they overdo it. They get boobs and shit.
Perfect
but then,
boobs, perfect ass.
The thing is, I would like to deep dive more into what he like
maybe coming
what
from.
He really meant. Like what type of woman you like. You like some, but I think he just likes women. But about the gender thing, I could see how someone could look at it and be like, yeah, this is very convenient. The last 5 to 10 years, all of these prominent black celebrities, or the celebrities, period.
Well, I wouldn't say they're
high
that
profile
prominent,
people, just high profile people that's in the limelight are coming out. It got to be an agenda to shift the narrative and shift, make it more visible for kids and depopulation. I see that angle.
And further castrate masculine black men. Oh, toxic masculinity. That's the term I was trying to think of earlier.
I see that angle. But then I also see if someone was gay, you don't think this is the perfect time for them to come out? Because it's a more accepting time. It wasn't this way 10, 15, 20 years ago. This is if there's any window to do it,
now,
if it's any window to come out, you better come out now before niggas start like closing that window. Who knows?
And I agree with that. It's kind of like when you look at women who's been raped. All this time they want to come out.
Right.
But
so it seems convenient
because
the
first 2 came out, they got bashed and slandered
in the
and
80s and
the
shit.
Mud.
Right.
I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk my credibility, my job, my family, all of this stuff, my livelihood. Yep. So when after these 50 women slam Harvey Weinstein, or after these 30 middle school girls slam R. Kelly, then I'm gonna come out.
Yeah.
I'm also one.
You could say it's a bandwagon, or you could say, look, this is a small decision.
Exactly.
You may be heard now.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get heard when it's just 2, 3 of y'all. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's 2, 3 bitches.
My only
no validity.
thing, I have no problem with that. I fully understand. I fully agree to it. With it. It's just that my thing against that is, don't say that you know yourself. Like before, people would try to come at me with what I said about Lil Nas X, about him. He should have been, loving himself, and he should have been confident enough to come out. Like as soon as you come out, Frank Ocean as well, because I said
that's
these
easy
things
for us to say.
It's easy
because we confident like that.
But
and we
I don't know if they were confident at the time.
Yeah, is what I'm saying. And plus, we have the privilege of saying that because like we heterosexual. That's the most accepted sexuality on the planet.
For a man.
For a man, okay, for a man. So we could say like, why wasn't he confident to do that earlier? We could say that. I don't know how what he went through in the past. If he tried to do it the first time, and then niggas was like, "Nah, we ain't fucking with you." Then he was like, I'm gonna hold off until shit get a little more accepting, and then now
plus their agents. We don't know if the agent deter them, shit like that. Like if you have an agent. Be like for press, because you know that's what they do.
Right. Yeah, it's a very interesting time right now. Like I said, you can see it from both sides.
Yeah.
Me personally, I have no problem with him doing that because I do feel like, and I feel like this not really speak about a lot. It's not really spoke about a lot. It's a lot of transgender folks and gay folks that are committing suicide because people like him are not speaking out and not living their truth. I'm all for niggas living their truth.
Yeah.
Even though it may be detrimental to the bigger picture, you may see it that way, or my kid may see it on TV and may think that's what he wants to do. I don't necessarily want that to happen, but I can't be a hypocrite. I do want folks to live in their truth.
That's the same here.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he gonna live his truth and that's gonna stop people from committing suicide, I don't want nobody to kill themselves over that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Same here.
But it's like a thin line, you know what I'm saying? Because I do believe that there are people pushing an agenda. I do believe about lowering the masculinity of men, especially black men. I do believe that. Yeah. But it's like, if I was gay, this is the best time to jump on that bandwagon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's brave though.
For
him to do that shit? Think about that shit.
Well, no.
I think that's brave. Because imagine, because
I think it's convenient. Once again,
it could be convenient, yeah. But think about it.
All right.
Like I said before, I recorded. I'm a maybe different. I mean, I'm sure it is with your. Okay, I remember yo, a few years ago, right? When I was at your crib, right?
Oh, spend the night.
I was gonna spend the night at his crib. We done that plenty of time. I spent the night, sleep on the couch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He spoke to his dad, right?
My mom called my dad.
He mentioned to his dad. Oh, your mom called him because of that reason?
Yeah.
His mom called his dad like, "Yo, Abdalla friend to spend the night." His dad asked to speak to me on the phone and gave me like this mini little lecture about, "Yo, my son not gay. He didn't say I was gay. He said he was making sure, like a prerequisite. We not doing the gay shit.
Yeah.
You spend the night, that's cool. But he basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that I had the same type of experiences with like American black men. Like before we started recording,
yeah,
a lot of adult black men in my family or people that I know that my dad's age, they are anti-gay to an extent, to a high degree. They not fucking with the gay shit.
Yeah.
They not. So I'm saying it's kind of brave for him because one, he's an older black man, and I know a lot of his peers fuck with him after this. 1,000%.
I think some of his peers won't. I don't think
he gonna get mad support. I don't think
a
LGBTQ
lot won't, because if you look at it now, not a lot of black men in Hollywood acting or professional sports players are speaking against LGBTQ.
Because you know the cancel culture.
Exactly.
Cancel culture.
That's what I'm saying.
They ain't gonna say shit.
Some would stand on it and be like,
yeah,
you bugging the fuck out. Like
behind the dark, they ain't gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't getting invited to the cookouts no more.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I'm saying it's some bravery in that because
if it's genuine, it's bravery.
Yeah.
But
I hope it's genuine. I hope he's not just doing this for whatever reason.
But my thing with
that would be crazy.
What I was gonna mention before was you mentioned something I wanted to bring up. Damn.
What about
It was with Malik, but it was an example I wanted to bring up. Damn. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Got it.
Perfect example, right? Of why I say it's convenient for him to be doing this as opposed to anything else possible. Well, for him to come out and say this on media, regardless of the possible backlash. For example, months ago, Steve Harvey, right? He came out and he was like, I don't give a damn about no slavery. multiple times on his show, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn about no slavery. People ask me about history, anything I don't know, I say I don't give a damn about no slavery. Now, me, I'm like, the
Wow.
question was,
I didn't know you said
people ask you about history, and you say, I don't give a damn about no slavery. Slavery is not the only historical event.
that. Right.
That's one. Two, why didn't you mix it up? Why didn't you say, I don't give a damn about no Holocaust?
Right.
I don't give a damn about no Japanese internment camps.
Right.
All of this is history.
Right. That's true.
Right? I mean, granted, he did include stuff with founding fathers, Abraham Lincoln and stuff. He's like, all that stuff I don't know about. But he constantly said, I don't give
He
a
was
damn
adamant.
about no slavery.
Yeah, he was focused on
This
that.
is when Steve Harvey had 4 or 5 shows.
Yeah.
He was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I still bump his podcast from time to time because me, like I
I
said
know he
before.
had one.
A podcast?
I know you had one.
For years now.
Yeah.
It's really good. Really, really good.
What is it about?
Jokes, informing.
It's about like, cause he got that book.
Think Like a Woman.
Think Like a Man.
Think Like Man.
Think Like a Woman.
Think like, but
Directed at transgenders.
no, it's not about that. It's
Mm.
about regular conversations. Like it's him, J. Anthony Brown from Comic View,
Okay.
mad people. His nephew Tommy. These 2 women, another guy. It's funny. It's a good show. But and he give like past like stories about his life. Very
Right.
funny. But after he got fired, he started losing some of these, you know, economic opportunities.
Right.
Next thing you know, he took a trip to Ghana, and he visited one of the most like frequented slave castles. Yeah, here's a
Mm-hmm.
slave castle. At the bottom of the castle, that's where our ancestors were placed. Like you know, different tribes or whatever, pushed
Right.
in or whatever, for months before they were shipped off to the Americas and the Caribbean islands. Right? He was seen there. He posted a video. He was there like a month ago, 2 months ago, crying, all this shit. What about all that?
Oh, he was crying.
Yeah, he was crying. Now you give a damn about slavery. After the white man took certain opportunities away from you, now you give a damn about slavery. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. A lot of these black men, they're emasculated and castrated to a certain extent just because of finances.
Would you compare that to Malik though? Has he
I'm
gotten
saying,
fired recently? or some shit?
No. But he's pushing this agenda. So now
I do believe
let's
he's pushing
see-
something though.
Let's see how it plays out in the future and if he's gonna double back. Because I brought up the Steve Harvey thing because he doubled back to the black
Right.
community. Like, look how black I am. I went to Ghana. I went
Right.
in the slave castle,
Right,
and I
right, right.
cried on TV or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, he filmed it.
Yeah, he filmed it. It's on his IG. If you go on his IG,
Oh, okay.
you see him crying and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But I do think it's an agenda that he went up to the Breakfast Club for an agenda. But the agenda could be to raise more awareness.
it could be.
I'm
I'm not
saying?
disregarding that.
Yeah.
I'm not distorting that at all. I'm just saying.
And he even said the reason why I'm up here is because it's a march coming up.
March.
Verbatim, he said it's a march coming up and I'm trying to raise awareness for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool, I guess. But I ain't going to that march.
You don't want to go?
For what? I ain't go to the fucking LGBT march.
Niggas invited you, right?
Pride?
Yeah, you
A
got
girl
invited, right?
asked me if I was going.
Why you ain't go? She could get you a nice little rainbow hoodie,
She's not gay.
rainbow bandana,
And that's the funny thing with women.
rainbow pants.
So many straight women I be seeing go to Pride Parade. Nah, yeah, do your thing. But I don't want pussy that bad. Straight up, I
Single
don't.
Abdalla.
Once again, remember the topic we just touched on, energy. That whole parade and shit, everything is energy. You're putting yourself
You may come out gay.
I'm not saying that.
You may come out just wanting
Oh,
nigga.
you know what's crazy? You know America built a gay bomb?
I heard about that recently.
You drop it
I heard about that
and it
recently.
makes the enemy sexually like
bro, that is a skit, bro. That is a
sexually
fucking
into
skit.
each other.
That is a skit. I could just imagine.
So now,
look,
a bomb,
yeah.
right? They constructed a bomb, but but it's impossible for mothers to ingest certain things and the baby, you know what I'm saying? Baby formula. But these niggas built a whole fucking bomb. As soon as you boom, you inhale that
Hey,
shit.
girl.
Yeah. That's and they supposedly they constructed around the time of the Vietnam War.
Yo, that's a fucking skit. I could just see it right now. Niggas drop a bomb. Niggas got like a mini bomb or some shit. Matter of fact, now we make a big bomb. Niggas drop a bomb in the middle of Brownsville with mad niggas outside, pants sagging, front of the deli store, smoking weed, just chilling, macking. Gun in their pocket, go on their hip, drop the bomb right in that radius. Fucking a 10-block bomb. Boom. What the fuck going on, man? Well, I'm slapping my hands. Oh, that's a skit. That shit's mad funny.
So all of this stuff, like when people tell me I sound crazy or whatever,
I wouldn't say you sound crazy, but
when I say people, I don't be talking about you.
Yeah,
like, it's other people. They be like, Abdalla, you sound crazy.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
you could just see both sides.
Information.
Yeah,
that's all I ask.
See both sides.
Provide information.
Yeah,
because I'm looking for this shit. I'm finding it. At times when I debate people, I came across information that will help them against me. But then when I find that information, I look for information that combat that information.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm still gonna win. But I'm like, dang, you ain't even mentioned this. Yeah. You should have mentioned this.
Right.
But niggas rely on Snopes.com and Wikipedia and feelings and emotion. Well, I feel that I was born gay. You could feel whatever. I feel like white people ain't shit. I feel like
heterosexual.
No. I was gonna say something, but damn, I forgot. It slipped out my mind.
Yeah. Hey, man.
But feelings is just subjective. That's my main point. Like, it's just subjective.
Right.
It can't be measured. It can't be quantified. Can't be proven.
Yeah. I mean, it can't. Yeah, it can't be like proven. Like, I know you feel that way. I know you feel that way.
Hook me up to a machine and ask me the feelings or read my feelings.
What about lie detector test?
No.
Like, do you really feel you're gay?
Do
you really feel you're gay?
Okay.
Yes. And then what if it's true?
Because you're groomed. You're socialized to believe this. If you're socialized to believe white people are not out here killing us, you're gonna pass that lie.
But the thing is, okay,
because that's your truth.
I have another point.
People socialize. The government wouldn't do this.
Right.
They're gonna pass the test.
I have another point. So somebody wait. The debate isn't if somebody feels that they're gay, it feels that they're a woman.
Well, anyhow,
feels how they're a woman, because you can.
That's the main thing.
It's different because if you feel like you're born a man, then there's no way to. But you could say, yo, you feel like you're gay. All right, you gay.
And this is something that I just thought about.
It's really nothing.
For example, right? Gay men feel like they're a woman. I'm a woman trapped in a man's body. Yeah. So what explains the other gay partner? How could it be two women trapped in two men's body?
But that's not true. Not every man that's gay feels like a woman. He's just he feel like a man.
See, and
he's attracted to a man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to LGBTQ agenda and what they be saying, they always switch shit after a certain amount of years. First, it's like, oh, we're men trapped in women's bodies. These are lesbians. We're women trapped in men's bodies. These are the gays.
They could be both.
Next 5 years, but that's what I'm saying. Though. That's what I'm saying. If you're a lesbian, if it's two lesbians, because two women is technically a lesbian relationship, right?
Right. Yep.
If you're a woman, if you feel like you're a man trapped in a woman body, what is your partner's justification?
No. I know. I'm saying that when somebody is like lesbian, that doesn't inherently mean I'm a woman that feels like a man inside. They could feel
That's
like
what
a
I'm-
woman that just likes women.
I know.
Or they can feel like a man that likes women. You know what I'm saying? It could
That's
be
what-
both.
I know. I agree with that. That's
Right.
why I'm saying, if you pay attention to their track record, what they based it on, it would change every so often. Right now, we're in an era where it's like, don't even ask us shit. We're gonna lock you up. Don't speak to your
Okay,
parents.
yeah.
We're gonna lock you up. This is California, dead ass. So this is the era we're in. So it just further reaffirms once again the bullshit. Because if it's natural, why do you have to go to the extent to locking someone up, to preventing children from speaking to psychologists and psychiatrists, to preventing children from speaking to their own parents? If you speak to your parents about sexual confusion, you could be locked up.
But the kids or the adults?
The adults.
If they speak to their kids about
I told you this before. You don't be paying attention.
No. I remember that, but was it that exactly? If they just had the, there's no way.
If you
They
go
just have
to
the
your
conversation.
dad and be like, "So I think I am gay."
Don't say my fucking name.
I didn't say your
Don't
name. I didn't say your name. I didn't say your name. Okay, all right, we gonna blank it out.
Yeah.
But if you go to your dad and say, "Dad, I think I'm gay. I think I want to suck dick now," right? And your dad, technically under the law of California state, your dad can't say, "Why? Why do you feel like
He
that?"
can't question
He
it.
cannot question it. He's not permitted to engage in a conversation about you and your sexual confusion. SB some shit. I forgot. I talked about it.
I
episodes
remember
ago.
it. I just want to get the specifics, really. 'Cause
The
that doesn't
law
make any
even-
sense. It's a
it-
conversation.
White people don't make sense, period. The law even go as far as saying it's not even stopping your parents. You
Right.
can't speak to guidance counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist,
In Cali.
your doctor in Cali. It's only in Cali.
California is fucking
You
crazy.
can't speak to none of these people because if you do, we would strip them of their professional
But wouldn't that
credentials
cause
and
more suicides?
potentially jail them.
You have nobody to talk to.
Dominique, do you not get what I'm saying? It's an agenda. So if you gay,
And I know that I'm just
You
saying, like
going
I'm
and
just
doing
I'm
what-
just adding it up. Like that would add more suicides because nobody's talking to anybody.
exactly.
You only talking to people that have the
They
same problems.
don't give a fuck. You think they give a fuck about the suicide rate?
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care. As long as niggas is dying, they're like, all right, cool. The fuck? Why we got in this business for?
But then look, it's kind of like this. It's like
I
okay,
constantly tell you, you can't think about white
No.
people. You can't decipher white people
But
with
look,
a moral mindset.
here's where
you gotta go to the
look.
depths of the pits of hell to decipher these people.
here's where it's not consistent though. The powers that be are, they're championing the LGBTQI plus community, right? They're championing them. They're trying to push their agenda. But this would cause more deaths of them. So it's like, okay, which side are they on? Are they pushing people to? Because if you kill more gays,
They're not killing them.
well,
And it's not
indirectly.
gays that's
Okay,
dying.
look, indirectly, if you're causing them not to have any avenues to speak to each other, that would probably heighten the percentage in some studies, just based off human behavior, that they would probably commit suicide because they don't have anybody to talk to, right?
But it's more that's living than it's
But then
committing
more
suicide.
gay people that's living would mean a higher rate of depopulation because they're fucking each other, not having kids.
Yeah.
So why are they killing people that's gonna do that? Well, indirectly.
They're not killing
So it's
them.
kind of like inconsistent. It's like, okay, you championing them, but then like you don't give a fuck about them.
All
either.
right, so check it.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
have this.
But
we have
assuming this is true, because honestly,
Assuming
we don't
this is
really
true.
know.
Yeah,
But
we're just
putting
speculating.
Yeah,
this is just my
we connecting the
conjecture.
dots.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes sense to me.
Right.
If we have if LGBTQ community, right, 100,000 people, and it's growing by 10,000 every year. However, every year 5,000 who are sexually confused, who may or may not belong to this community. Well, for you to belong to the community, you have to be full blown. Like you have to come out like wear your shit. Like
Right.
yeah, I'm gay, fool. So if you look at that, the There's still, well, no, it can't be half. 10,000 every year is gonna grow, and let's say 2,000 is committing suicide.
Right.
In their eyes, that compound growth is still higher than the amount that is committing suicide. Also, in addition to that, both are supporting our agenda of depopulation, right? Now, us as the elite, we don't even care. They plan on wiping out the middle class, period. Whites, blacks, Asians, everybody. We don't care what you are. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's the
So,
way you say it.
in addition to that, too, it's like an analogy. It's crazy to fathom that this is their agenda while it's still, it may seem detrimental.
Right, because the agenda's being
Look at the amount of wars U.S. engaged in. U.S. citizens died in. U.S. white people, black people, gay people, straight people were drafted to fight in. Right. These niggas don't care, bro. At the end of the day, this is an agenda. Our agenda is to recruit niggas for the troops, and I don't care where they're from. I don't care what their background is. As long as we reach those numbers, we good. We would prefer a certain amount to die. I mean, we would prefer a certain group that looks a certain way to die. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, as long as those numbers is filled, it's a numbers game. I don't care, to be quite honest. And looking at the U.S. Census, 60% of the country is white people. So off rip, I know as an elite person that majority of the military is going to be white people. Right. But once again, I don't fucking care. Because you're white, but you're not elite class white like myself. Right. So that's all it is. These people, they would have, like back in the day, this is what I said. Sexuality is just it's sexuality is not necessary. It's a lifestyle. And a lifestyle.
It can be. Sure. Sexuality is a lifestyle?
Is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. What is a lifestyle? It's the way you live your life.
I guess. Yeah.
I live my life by having sex with women.
I mean, I don't really like the thing we said before about it being like a preference. Mm. Lifestyle. When I hear lifestyle, it makes it seem like I can change it. I'm not changing from liking women.
It can. That's what I was gonna get to.
Right.
European mindset. Back in the day, it's in literatures. The women is just here for reproduction. That's their mindset. Not all, but a substantial amount of European white men. Mm-hmm. The women are just here for reproduction. Right. As far as recreational sex, when I want to bust a nut off, I'm going to fuck a man. Right. Period. Mm-hmm. The King of England, King James I, he said this. He said, life without Lord Buckingham is not worth living.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is Lord Buckingham?
Duke of Buckingham the First.
Some kid he was fucking?
His name is Villiers. Give me a minute.
That's some guy he was fucking?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you his real name. His name is George Villiers. Look him up.
Okay.
First Duke of Buckingham. All the credible sources.
So they was fucking each other and shit?
Yes. They had an intimate relationship.
Wow. A lot of them old niggas was fucking niggas and shit.
Before we get off the topic of Malik Yoba though.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
he was recently. No, remember the.
Oh yeah. Right.
He belonged to the fraternity.
At Howard University.
Phi Beta Sigma, right? Mm-hmm. And the fraternity recently removed him from their youth program because probably they're like, oh, this nigga gonna come speaking this tranny shit to these young black
niggas
men.
Gay. Right.
These niggas gonna be gay and shit. So now, first thing that popped in my head is maybe this is an additional agenda now because what's going on right now in the media is they're pitting us against each other because we stay falling for the shit. Us talking about this right now is falling for the shit too.
Yeah.
Of divide and conquer.
Right.
So now we gonna introduce a lot of controversial shit, and once these niggas talk about it, they're gonna have supporters and they're gonna have the naysayers. They're gonna have the yays and nays, right? So now, depending on what's most convenient to you, you're gonna make your decision. So this to me goes hand in hand with the whole toxic black male masculinity. Because first things first, when I first heard about the fraternity dropping him, well, removing him, I was like, is this an all black fraternity? Because I do know there's all black fraternities, all white fraternities.
Right.
All gay fraternities. No, I'm joking. But
I'm sure they are.
So Phi Beta Sigma was started at Howard, which is a HBCU in Washington, D.C. in the year 1914 by 3 black males along with other individuals. Most likely they're black as well because it's an all black college.
Right.
So now that's checked off. It's an all black fraternity that dropped a gay black man because he came out saying that he's attracted to trans women.
Right.
This shit seems homophobic. This is ammo for the gay community. Right. Look at these black men still exuding
They're
this
not
toxic
allies
masculinity.
of us. They're not supporting us.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And it's not about me saying, it's not about me defending it. It's not about them actually doing it because they fear him speaking to black guys may increase, young black youth indulgence in LGBTQ.
But yeah, even though he doesn't identify as gay, but
exactly.
Sure.
Or not. But the fact is, they use us as proxies. So white media, they don't care about me. You could be speaking 100% in accordance and support for Malik Yoba, right? Disregarding everything that's said so far. We go to Kentucky, America, United States. After the people there hearing about the Malik Yoba thing and them dropping him, they look at us as they look at that situation as a proxy for all black men. So we're carrying ourselves masculine, we're black males or whatever. They're like, oh, so they already have the ideology that we support the Phi Beta Sigma in dropping Malik. We're automatically against him because we are straight black men, and straight black men are toxic masculine entities or people.
That's the connotation right now.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to address with this. And hey, if they felt like that too, I would understand because that somewhat correlates with my opposition of trans people coming in and reading books to children in schools. Trans people coming in and having, that's story time, same shit. New Jersey's passing state laws saying that trans history, LGBTQ history are now permitted to be taught in all public schools. So I'm opposed to these things. So them dropping him from that,
you understand why they
would do that.
Why they would do that.
And to be quite honest, I'm indifferent about it. I really don't fucking care.
Yeah. Yeah.
My main thing is I don't want the youth to be indoctrinated and socialized. Let them learn on their own accord about it. Yeah. I'm not saying keep the information away from them. I'm not about omitting any type of information from nobody. Right. But don't if it's being taught in a socializing manner, in a mind controlling and capitulating manner, I'm against it.
Right. So I agree with that as far as like not wanting him or anybody to, push it on them. Have them learn for themselves, have them go through their own journeys. Great. I do agree with that. On the flip side, him having the courage to come out and say, I am a heterosexual man that am attracted to trans women. Mm-hmm. That may be a positive to some kids because there may be some kid that's in the dark that they feel the same way and they don't want to come out. And this is going to be the push they need to live their truth. You can look at it that way. I understand why they would would kick him out, I guess, because maybe they don't align with what they value, and that's your organization. You can do whatever the fuck you want. If I don't want somebody in my house because they wearing blue sneakers, I'm kicking you out then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That don't make it right. It don't make it not right. I don't know who makes that decision on what's right and what's wrong in that situation specifically. But I understand why it could be a plus for him to be in any space, because he's speaking up for folks that don't have a voice or may want a voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just my main point on the matter.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any more topics?
Yeah. Topic. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
topic. I got topic. I got a lot of topics. Would you say, I came across this on social media. Would you say social media is our day and age's crack epidemic in terms of addiction, not in terms of detriment?
But addiction is detrimental. So they're one and the same. You said it yourself before we recorded. There's no upside to addiction. So that's detriment.
It is detrimental.
So you can't separate it.
I mean, like the teeth fucking up and getting skinny
obviously
and selling
Instagram
TVs.
probably won't affect you to that. Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Nah, come on, nah. You can't. That's
I'm
convenient.
specifying.
That's convenient for you.
No, it's not. I'm specifying where I'm coming from.
How could an app do that?
Okay, when I say addiction, I mean like this.
They not
when you
eating.
Smoke
They
some
on
fucking
the
crack. When you put that
Right.
pipe in, ooh yeah, I'm getting high tonight. When you about to smoke some crack, or
Yo.
you do smoke some crack, that dopamine that gets released because of the feeling of the crack is same as you scrolling down Instagram and you seeing I Am Batter, then you see Raviloso, then you see, other Instagram models or whatever it is that you like on Instagram. You could be a car fanatic. Your IG story page, because of the algorithm, nothing but cars and engines and GTRs and shit. So you like, oh my God, I gotta go on my story. It's the same euphoric secretion of that hormone in your brain that's giving you this feeling. That's the addiction I'm talking about.
I mean, I see where you're going, but I'm just a little bit too technical for this, because like when you smoke crack, it literally releases a chemical in your body. That ain't gonna happen with Instagram. You may experience happiness, which comes from dopamine, whatever.
No,
cool, but
chemicals get released in your body when you on Instagram. Whenever you're doing whatever you're addicted to.
the dopamine, like for happiness and shit, it makes you jolly.
Yeah,
It puts you in a good mood.
yeah.
Cool.
You can have sex. Dopamine gets released.
But I feel like if you compared porn to Instagram, as far as the addiction, then I think it would be a better
porn addiction
comparison.
right now is not a phenomenon as it is as social media.
Nigga, I'm addicted to porn, nigga. Look. There are similarities because look, there are a lot of people that, including myself, you could say I'm addicted to Instagram because I'm on it every single day. There isn't a day that I don't open up Instagram. If you do something it takes 21 days to create a habit. But smoking crack is a habit. It's a habit. You know what I'm saying?
You say it is?
I've been on Instagram probably every single day, at least just for a second. Every single day for the past maybe fucking 9 years. Literally.
That's bad.
I probably opened it up, even just to look at a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day.
Mm-hmm. You know what I caught myself doing? I would catch myself close out Instagram app and tap right back on Instagram app. I'm like, why did I do this? I just closed it out.
I'm saying it's similarities.
But let me say
times
this
where
too.
it's times where,
because you didn't remind me to include this part.
It's times where I probably forgot.
Yeah.
It's times where I'm on the bathroom, right? I'm on the toilet, right? I'm taking a shit. I'm already done taking my shit. I'm done.
Same here. And
I'm
still
done.
Scrolling. Yeah.
I wipe my ass. I'm chilling. Or
Wait,
even before.
you wipe your ass and sit back down?
Look. Listen.
What the hell is wrong with
listen.
you? Or
But
you wipe sitting down?
Or even, what? Are you dumb?
I don't know. You do a lot of.
No.
I ain't gonna say it, but you do a lot of.
Lot of what? Lot of what?
Queer shit.
Get the fuck
Queer
out of here.
just means weird. It just means weird.
Nah, I mean it's like.
So
queer?
technically, you part of LGBT.
Shut the fuck. Look, sometimes even before I wipe my ass, I'm just on the toilet.
Yeah.
You
I
know-
do the same
You a
thing.
little bit out the frame.
I do the same thing to the
I'm
point
just
where my
on my
legs
phone.
get numb. My legs get numb,
And I'm literally telling my brain, yo, you been sitting here for like 10 minutes.
I'll be like, get up, and I'm still
and I
scrolling.
can't get up.
I see another fast. Get up. I see somebody else. Get up.
It's crazy.
It's like,
so I
yeah.
understand that, but before you forget, what you gonna add? You said I forgot to remind you.
Oh yeah, when we was talking about it before we started recording, I mentioned I included if you're on Instagram and you're a business person and you're utilizing this platform,
Your
for
addiction
business,
can be a good thing.
This is exempt. This is not you don't get included.
That's convenient though.
No,
because addiction is addiction.
you're just
There's
you're
no
not
there's no
addicted.
upside to
People are not addicted.
Look,
Business people are not addicted to Instagram.
There's no upside.
They're
to,
using that to fund their business.
But look,
They're
there's
making
no
money.
There's no upside to being addicted to crack or doing crack. Period.
I'm talking in terms of people.
People
like,
could say
not
Gary
like
Vee's
us.
addicted. He's on that bitch a lot.
We have this platform. You see what I'm saying? Plus, we do individual stuff.
But now you could be.
I'm talking about people who's on Instagram that just look at pictures. They ain't got no business. They just look at pictures, like pictures all fucking day for 9 hours.
Look, you being very specific. That's gonna mold it to your point.
Nigga,
you being very specific.
My point. That's what I do. It's all about specificism.
What?
If that's a word.
Specifications.
I like specificism.
That
Oh,
ain't
by
a
the way,
word.
shout out to Steven Gorbea. Oh shit.
Damn, what the fuck?
We gonna edit that out.
All right.
Shout out to Steven G. Yeah, he been I saw bro whip up some sea moss and water and he's selling them in a jar for $10. Y'all definitely should support that.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what we
He been on a past episode, so
yeah.
we put it in
Description.
Last episode he was on was called Trust Brothers.
Yeah.
So look him up.
That's the homie.
But yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I feel like you're just being too specific because you know it's really
so
nowhere to go
to
except for like they do what you want to be done. I'm trying to like, all right, addiction. All right, we're talking about addiction. All right,
that's just
addiction.
That's just one filter. If you're on it and you're not wasting time, like when we're on the bathroom, we're wasting time.
Yeah.
If you're not, time is of the essence. Time
Yeah.
is very important.
Yeah.
Every business tell you cannot regain time. That's one thing you cannot get back. So spend your time
Facts.
wisely. It's the reason why people tell us this.
Facts.
So this is what I'm saying. If you're utilizing 9 to 12 hours of your day
on Instagram,
I mean, not
that's a lot.
straight,
Yeah, that's a lot.
but I like the fact that Apple came out with this time consumption feature when you swipe to the left.
The screen time, yeah,
and
the
it
screen
shows
time.
how much time you've been bullshitting, social networking, productivity, entertainment, so on and so forth, right? This is great because I think it's because of this phenomenon that they implemented that. So people could be cognizant of how much time they're actually wasted. Like, damn, social media, 3 hours and 46 minutes today?
Yeah, which is pretty
what the
low.
Fuck? That's pretty low.
That's pretty low.
That's pretty high.
Is it?
Yeah. That's damn near 4 hours of your day. That's half the time you should be recommended sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really get on social media anymore, to be honest. Even my Twitter, I'll be too busy, or I just don't really feel to it. But when that shit first, like the update first, hopped on the phones, I've seen my shit at like 9 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From just being at work and have nothing to do with no customers, I'm just.
That's understandable.
Just.
But it's other things you can do, like
yeah, you could research.
Write out some,
research things.
Like, get ideas.
You
and
could
write it out.
have an audio book. Listen to an audio book. It's a lot of. It's just having the discipline to actually do it. That's the toughest thing.
Yeah,
that is.
But me, I'm an answer.
Yeah, right.
Up to now, I haven't.
Right.
I think it is to an extent.
It's very.
It's similar.
Very comparable. Okay.
Yeah.
Similar.
Because when I look at crack, it's like people smoke crack, get high, and they're not productive. I don't know if Lamar Odom was productive.
Yo, watch your mouth, man. That's a Laker legend, man.
Oh, but you talked about Michael Jackson, though, right? It's a black legend, period.
Is Michael Jackson black?
Yes, he is.
Did he want to be black?
R. Kelly's a legend.
Is he?
He alleging in 2 departments, R&B and pedophilia. But
Yo, shout out R. Kelly.
So-
Hope you rot in jail, nigga.
I'm equating the time that is lost and the unproductivity that is,
Okay.
present that comes out of
Okay.
you indulging in these
And being
two
like a
things.
brainless zombie to a sense. Like you just
exactly
Okay.
exactly
all right.
exactly. Because
Nah,
in
yeah,
addition
okay.
to that too, when you look at the phone, spending all that time on social media, the
That's your crack
blue
pipe.
light
Right.
fucks up your dopamine
Right.
production center in the brain.
Speaking of that, I have a screen
so
protector.
it is crack
I have a screen protector on my phone.
that blocks the blue light.
Literally, it's by Invisible Shield. It blocks the blue lights from the phone. It's like a specific type of like version of the
And how
screen
do you know
protector.
this for a fact?
I just read the
just
cover.
hope, right?
I just hope.
Yeah,
I hope it's
yeah,
true.
hope.
You know what I'm saying?
Hope and pray like
I hope it's
Movado.
true. But hopefully. But yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. That'd be dope if they do make that.
Right. Or at least reduce it in some way. Cause nigga, doing this all day,
That yellow light,
like
swiping down to put on that yellow shit.
that shit
yeah.
is
It resets. It's like the blue light is like, no, I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
yeah.
I hate that about it. Because
Yeah.
every other thing saves. I thought about that too.
What you mean?
Damn near everything else saves. You set your alarm, it saves. You set this, it saves. You set that, it saves. When you switch it to the yellow light, when you lock your phone
The
and
yellow.
unlock,
Oh, what you mean? Oh, like when you about to
talking
go to
about-
sleep. This right?
I'm talking about this. The night shift
Right,
shit. You
right,
put
right.
that on, the next day
Right,
it resets.
right.
Or within a couple hours
I
it
used to
resets.
do that.
Oh,
It's
what's
good
his
for your
name?
eyes when you're going to sleep.
Anderson put
It
me
puts
onto
you in like I'm ready for bed type of mode in your
exactly.
brain and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a dim.
Right. Exactly. It kind of yeah.
That
right,
bright
right,
shit
right.
keeps you fucking up.
It keeps you
like-
up. Yeah. Right.
It's like coffee for your eyes.
Yep.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
fact of the week.
Yep. Let's do it.
Fact of the
Let's
week.
do it.
Fact of the week. Unit 731. I never heard about this shit before.
Unit 731.
Unit 731 was an experiment conducted by the Japanese during their subjugation of certain parts of China during World War II. In this particular, it was mainly, well, not mainly, it was in Manchuria, China. At the point, I believe Manchuria was its own province, but now, like, over the years, like China, like usurped it into its country.
Right.
It's either that or it was always part of China, but it's northeast China separating. Well, it borders Russia. So that's just to show you how high it is.
Got it.
So the Japanese, they basically had like concentration camps when where they were running numerous tests on people at the facility as well as people in around the compound.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there would be regular Chinese. It's like rural. So
Right.
people living on like a farm or whatever, they would fly planes and test like chemtrails. They dead tested
Right.
these things back
Yeah.
then. And test it, and then they would go out in gas masks and monitor the civilians after they died, and then cut them open, see which organ was
That's
affected.
crazy.
America
This
knew
is like
about
some
this.
story mode and like Black Ops shit.
Crazy. America knew about this and purposely chose not to prosecute the Japanese.
They was doing this
People-
on American soil.
No, it was in China.
In China. Okay. All right.
But America knew about it.
and
They
but-
chose to purposely not prosecute the Japanese because remember, America had beef with Japan. This is just during Pearl Harbor.
Right.
So the same niggas that attacked you in Pearl Harbor is conducting this. You knew about it. You come to find out about it, but you chose not to prosecute them or bring it to mass media attention. Why? Because the Japanese
They learned
offered
from
them
it.
exactly.
They learned from it.
They-
Yeah.
Whatever data the Japanese contrived from all this experiments, they gave to America. Because apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently America prior to 1940, in 1940s, America, they were only testing certain experiments on rats.
Right. The white rats, the black
Brown
rats,
rats,
brown
yeah.
rats, right.
So this is potentially, well, this is why they were so, compromising and, all right, let's get this data. Because now we know how humans react. We never tested on humans.
Right.
And then when I found out about that, being my brain, I was like, when was the Tuskegee experiment? Because I know for a fact you tested human beings, black human beings in particular. It was after the 1940s. It's like 1959, some shit like that. So I was like, okay, they could potentially be telling the truth because, America be lying. So maybe y'all were only testing it on lab rats.
Right.
But the Tuskegee experiment was after this. So this is America's version of Unit 731, where they tested syphilis on the black, military men. I'm going to give you the year.
That shit is crazy.
To be exact. Yeah, these people. And then really reading up on that, I was like, I see now why Hitler really said that the Japanese were honorary Aryans. Because Hitler said this about Japanese.
Like he admired what they was doing, and
so now it's
he
like
included them in his type of.
So first check is you're on the side of Germany during World War II. Okay. Right. Second check is you conducted your very own Holocaust on Chinese people. Both of y'all are Asian. Both of y'all, me so horny. We look alike. Right. The Germans look just like the Jews. What's the difference in your phenotype?
The orange hair?
No, there's no difference in your phenotype.
No, I'm talking about the ginger hair and shit.
No, that's not necessarily. No, Jews typically have curly hair or whatever. He said it as well. The goal of the Holocaust was cleansing.
Right. Eradicate all
genetic cleansing.
Right.
If you look at it. Now I see why when you call a Chinese person mistakenly call them or refer to them as Japanese or vice versa, it's kind of like the same thing because the Japanese probably are like, we're not the Chinese. We're not, that's like a lower
We're superior,
grade,
right?
That's like a lower grade Asian right there. We're the highest grade.
Humans have this fucking superiority complex.
I don't know who the fuck came up with this shit to these niggas. But that's what came to mind. And I'm like, this makes a lot of sense. Like, I see so much correlation between the two.
Well, y'all niggas think y'all superior, bro. Like, we need to just... Shit is dumb. Looking at more shit?
Nah, I was looking for the...
That shit is dumb. Everybody thinks they're superior to somebody else. Shit. Why the fuck can't we just be chilling? You know what I'm saying? Why we can't just be chilling? Even on a smaller scale. Fucking classism. I'm worth more than you because I got better clothes. I live in a better house in a better neighborhood. I'm worth more than you. You know what I'm saying? Even down to like when I was in high school, the West Indian blacks look down on the American blacks. Y'all niggas is always fighting at parties. Y'all gangs. But I'm like, bro, we all fucking black and we all humans at the end of the day. Instead of putting us down, nigga, help us up, nigga. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make a quick edit. The America was a experiment on people before Unit 731. CDC said 1932 to 1972. That's how long America been experimenting on people that we know of.
So what, Japanese took from us, or they just got their own shit?
I don't know. But that's just distorts what I thought was. I don't know where I got that shit from the first time. It said it was later.
Right.
But
fuck it.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey man, thank you for listening.
Thank you. Bang.